Hi students, how are you? I hope you are all doing well and we are being very productive in our assignments while I am gone. Ignore my stuffy voice, I am sick. But I just want to walk you through a couple steps just to make sure that you are clear on the assignments that you are to complete while I'm gone. Because remember, you are still going to have a test on this unit come Tuesday. So Monday we're going to reflect on everything that you have learned within this first macroeconomics unit. We will review a little and then you'll be tested on Tuesday. So your test is going to be a true reflection of how well you learn this material on your own. Remember, for your assignments this week, you should be on Edmodo. Within the folders within our economics class, you should be selecting macroeconomics. There were 3 assignments that I posted into this macroeconomics. The first one was your notes for this unit. You'll notice once you open it, these are the standards. At the end of this unit, if you're able to understand and complete these standards, you should be good to go for the test. So again, look at this tomorrow. By the end of class, see, can I explain the overall levels of income, employment, and how they affect our spending and our decision making? Am I able to define gross domestic product? Can I explain economic growth, inflation, and how unemployment is calculated? Can I identify structural, cyclical, and frictional unemployment? Am I able to define the stages of the business cycle? Peak, contraction, trough, recovery, expansion, as well as recessions and depressions? And can I describe the difference between the national debt and the government deficits? If you can do all of these standards, you'll be fine for the test on Tuesday. If you're confused about anything, go back to that section in the textbook, find it, and reread to make sure that you're able to understand these concepts. The directions were to follow along with the text, so you should have went to this educational portal video and you should be able to complete. This is not a video, I don't think. I think it's just text, but you should be able to go through and answer and complete this study guide. So I expect it to be completely filled out. Here you should have went to this link. You should have taken the lesson and quiz. If it says to take a quiz, you need to take it because your results will be sent to me and this will be counted as a grade. So make sure that is completed. And then the last one on this page, you should go to this link to know what stagflation is, as well as stagnation and inflation, and describing the theories. And then down here, you should be going to textbook page 376 to define the phases of a business cycle, as well as using these following 2 sites to be able to differentiate between national debt and government deficits. So a lot of those above standards were covered just by completing this note sheet. So that's the number 1 assignment to be completed. Alright, number 2 assignment to be completed was the economic growth assignment. Within this assignment, you were to complete, and it tells you to locate a newspaper or magazine article online that discusses the economy, whether it be during a recession or an expansion. And I want you to summarize the main points of the article. So you will need to discuss what led to this recession or expansion. When did this take place? How was the standard of living affected during this time? What were the effects on the economy overall? And what was the overall outcome of the recession expansion? How did we grow out of it? How did we recover? How did it change our economy as a whole? So use those terminologies that you learned within this lesson to complete your summary. Your summary must be at least 2 type paragraphs. You can, again, do this on a different Microsoft Word document, or you can just type it right here below the assignment. You may respond on that document, like I said. Again, include a link to your resource so I can verify that your information is accurate. Again, do not copy and paste something straight from a website. Put in your own words, really read it, understand how our economies are affected during these recessions and expansion times. So I listed about 8 different expansions or depression times within our history. You can pick one of these 8 to research, or again, you might find something else. These are just examples to go by. So once this is completed, just save it, and we'll print these off on Monday for you to turn in to me. Alright, assignment number 3 was the gross domestic product. Once you open this, you'll find where I want you to read about gross domestic product, also known as GDP. So use your textbook, page 341 to 346. Read that information and be able to fill out and answer a question. You need to be able to list 3 strengths and 3 weaknesses in each column of gross domestic products. Once you're able to identify strengths and weaknesses, I want you to answer the question, how is the GDP, despite its weaknesses, a valuable measure of our economic performance and economic growth? Okay? So just respond right here on this document. You can handwrite this in, you can type it in, does not matter to me. Once you complete that, there's a little GDP scavenger hunt. I want you to tell me what country has the highest GDP and what's the dollar amount. Which country has the 5th highest GDP and what's their dollar amount? Which company has the lowest GDP and what is that dollar amount? Where does Hong Kong GDP rank compared to all these other countries? And what is the United States the largest producer of? So you should be able to use the internet to be able to answer these questions, and it should be consistent. You'll often find different rankings of GDP. I made sure that I chose countries that are consistent no matter what chart you are looking at for GDPs. So make sure that this is completed and ready to turn into me on Monday as well. Alright, and the last assignment I posted yesterday on our economics page. It was the Thursday assignment. I wanted you to click on the link below to watch the video and answer the 4 linked questions. To answer these questions, I've asked you to respond to these questions on paper, and we'll turn these into me on Monday. So once you click on this link, it should send you to kind of a TED Ed talks, which I think are pretty great. This one's kind of interesting as well. How much food can you buy for $5 around the world? So just look at the video. It's very short. It's only 1 minute and 44 seconds, so you can handle it. Once you've watched the video, click on the discuss questions. I think I told you to think. I lied. I do want you to do think. See, ignore me. I'm sick. Read these questions and just respond to them and answer them on a sheet of paper. There's 4. They're pretty simple. You don't have to type in here because it's not going to send it to me. So just write your responses on a piece of paper for me. And that is the last 4. So there's 4 assignments that I'm looking for you to turn into me. One is this TED Ed video. The other one are the 3 assignments right here in the macroeconomics. They have to be turned into me for full credit. I will not take it after Monday. So make sure that these are completed. The last thing that you need to do, if you finish all of those, again, your Edmodo assignments are the first priority. Once you finish those assignments, you need to be coming into your assignments. Make sure that you're clicking on Macroeconomics Assignments. I'm viewing your guys' assignments and your progress. Some of you guys are making great strides. Some of us have some work to do. These may be assignments that you need to work on outside of class to be able to get these done. So again, prioritize your time wisely to make sure that they are completed, because many of your grades are lower than they should be because we're not doing well on these assignments. These assignments are reinforcement of the material. The more you work with these assignments, the better you're going to do on the test next week. So just keep that in mind. If you have any questions, just leave me a note on USA Test Prep. You can respond to me on Edmodo as well, and I will try to get back to you tomorrow. But again, make sure that you're getting everything done and ready to turn into me on Monday. I hope everyone has a safe and wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.